Very good day to be alive. I told you, it's good things happen when you watch Y in the Morning. My name is Valentine or Kalamival, and I want to give a very, very big shout out to Edits Barrymore for that very great interview. And thank you for the tracks, guys. It sounds so good. And the present, I approve, yes. So, you know, it's Money Making Tuesday. I want to take this a little bit, I don't know if it says seriously. I'm not too sure what we're going to do, but we're going to find ways of making money today. Isn't that the point? 22162 is a text line. Start with YM254. Give us your feedback, give us your thoughts, give us your questions. I think you're going to like this interview. I really do. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the Honorable Ramesh Gorasia. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. So how are you, Karibu Sana Studio?
I'm good today.
Very fresh.
Yeah, very fresh in the morning.
All right, please tell us who you, okay, we know who you are. You're very renowned, but would you like to just introduce yourself maybe to the layman watching for the first time?
Okay, I'm Ramesh Gorasia. I'm the managing director for several companies.
Okay.
One of them to be a famous Taj Mall. Now we are calling it Airgate Center. And then there's a farm I have in Kibwezi.
Okay.
And construction business as well. And I'm also in trading business.
Okay.
We also have supermarket called Ram Supermarket at the Airgate Center.
Okay. So first thing we get from him is he has various companies, and all of them, if you've noticed, feed into each other. So he has a trading company, you have a farm, you have a construction company. So everyone is helping someone at some point.
Yeah.
And I like that. That sounds very economical. But let's first start with Taj Mall. What happened? There was kind of a scandal or controversy around the whole thing. I understand you lost figures I cannot even begin to comprehend. What happened?
I think it's just I don't know whether I would say personal interest of people in the country, or is a kind of policies which government has in terms of land management. Anyway, the things I would just blame that how the government handled the whole problem. It could have not worsened the business at Taj Mall.
Okay.
It has even forced me to change the name to Airgate Center due to whenever I'll ask people Taj Mall, they say Taj Mall is still there. That's the question people will ask. So that's why it was forced to change. Airgate Center is safe. It does not have any effect of the road. Road has properly passed. Vehicle can move properly, except that we have a problem of matatus.
Oh, what kind of problem is that?
Matatus normally they stop on the main roads, so that creates the jam.
Oh.
So I think with now they're making the side roads, which is going straight to the pipeline. I hope that they will not use the main road now. They'll go inside and serve their customers.
Tell me how you bounced back from the business.
Well, it has taken me like almost 10 years back.
Wow.
Because I was supposed to expect about 30 million rental income from the mall. Currently we're only achieving 1.5 there.
From 30 million to 1.5
per month. So it has been like we've lost close to 1.5 to 2 billion in 5 years period since the road started. I
must say, it sounds very devastating, but you don't look very devastated. Have your other businesses kind of helped you out?
Well, it's like Taj Mall has several, because we are in real estate business, so it's not only one product we have. So we have other developments which we sell, we rent. So, and then we also slowed down our operations, not expanded, due to there was a cash flow issues and all other things. We also ask the banks to assist us in terms of just having the interest rate of paying the installment we are supposed to pay. So that's how we managed to survive.
Has changing the name kind of changed the ambience as well?
At least people don't say is mall still there. At least now people know the mall is there. And now people are getting to understand that mall is okay, has no problems. And I was not wrong. That's why God has been with me. Okay. And that's why I managed to survive. So for me, it's like business is up and down. So people should not just get discouraged of anything, because in business you will have problems, which is part of business, and you have to sustain. Like even in farm, where we had a flood, so we normally generate our pumping from the water.
Okay.
So them got bust with the flood from the rain.
That's now another cost incurred that was not accounted for.
No, it's not accounted. I would not say the accounting. Although I would say that this, especially the counties, especially people who have sands, like Makueni County has a lot of sand in the river. Even Kitui has a lot. Kajiado has a lot. I think they should not discourage to remove the sand from the river. What they should do is to create a dam for sand for the people to harvest, or show them how to do those things, because it's a good income for the counties, and then also it can create a big job for the counties, because even the cost of demolition of my dam was sand, because when there is a sand pressure, there is a air pressure, and the water pressure will carry anything. So that was the problem of sand.
A little bit maybe on the farming bit. We recently went to Laikipia for the campus store. Shout out Y254 campus store. 22162 is the text line. Start with YM254. Okay, that aside. So we went for the campus store, but there was also an innovation fair. So there were all these cool contraptions. People making coal, like charcoal, from you know, sawdust and really strange scraps and all this. And I even saw someone with a skeleton of a helicopter, or things that actually help, you know, tow the land for planting and harvest, etc., etc. But now the problem is they don't patent these things. Is lack of knowledge hurting our economy also?
Well, patterning actually it helps in individuals. When you don't pattern, it actually helps wider community. We also do in our farm the charcoal from the grass and other things.
Yes, I thought that was very creative.
Yeah, we do that.
Like it.
And we also try and maximize whatever we could able to. We also get cow dogs to be utilized well. We also use the cow urine for some pesticides, mixing with the maziwalala. So there are those things we do it.
Cow urine and maziwalala, that's pesticide.
Yeah, you mix it and it will help to for white flies. Yeah.
So we can use what we have.
Yeah, we can use what we have. Actually, 75% of produce within your farm you can use it yourself. You need 25% from outside.
Tell us about the journey of Ramesh as a man. Did you ever have an SME, a small business maybe?
Yeah.
You did? How was the transition? How did you see yourself grow? How long did it take to get to where you are?
I started 1990 with small repair jobs in construction.
Now you were using your hands?
Well, I would say not hands, but managing yourself. Everything ends, like even making a big queues yourself, doing accounts for yourself, filing the returns for the taxation will be yourself. Everything will be like one person. And managing the sites, taking the workers to the site, showing them what to be done. So all those, after I went to Nairobi University for certain training on construction and all that. So after that I just started the business. Then starting from small business, then started doing the big projects. From the big projects went to the real estate. When I saw the guy who I'm doing for, so I started competing him. And that's how we grow. And then we went to investment. And now we are doing, actually farm I bought it for not for farming. Farming is one of kind of a way of marketing would be, but it's for retirement homes. I want to create a retirement homes, stroke holiday homes.
Really? Why retirement homes? That's
because it's like, if you find today's life, most of the children does not want to stay with parents. So when they grow old, there'll be nobody there to take care of them. So you need somewhere where they can stay together as the same age group and do activities. Like farming is the best for at the age of retirement. And then other facilities like sports activities, the community activities will generate there. So it will be a different concept of, because normally people do holiday homes here. It's very popular with the golf course. But now in whole golf course, 2-3 days you'll get tired. But with the farming activities, you normally don't get tired.
Do you play golf yourself?
Not really.
Not really?
I love watching movies.
Oh.
And maybe traveling I love. And doing business, that's what I enjoy most. And I also enjoy the community services. So I generally spend 1 day in a week for a community.
Such as what? Like you go feed street kids or something?
Like holding a camp, medical camps.
Oh.
Engage myself
I like the scale at which you think. I am here, I'm at A, you're already all the way at Z. Like you're doing everything in mass. I like that.
So like help schools, maybe if there's no books, raise donations, do tree plantings. So a lot of different kind of activities I do as and then if there's like those maca making, I hold trainings for the youth. So those kind of things. And then also waste management training and other things.
I've been told that business is kind of like farming. You have to have like a green thumb for it. Do you think that's true? Can anyone just start a business, wake up like today, quit my job and say, you know what, I'm going to be self-made, I'm going to do this by myself, let's start here?
I think business is all about knowledge than anything else. If you know particular something you are specialized on and you have worked somewhere, you know that this is what I've been doing every day and I can do it best. Then is viable, first of all. Secondly, before you go into business, you must plan yourself to be saving, because there is no business you'll start getting return immediately. You'll have to invest and come up with the plan, and then especially when you start business yourself, you'll really be ready to work 18 hours. Because when I started working, I used to work till 1 o'clock at night.
Really?
Filling the tenders, everything. So you really have to be hard working. If you say like you start a business and you relax, and
because now you have no boss coming to ask you, but what they don't know is now you are the boss, so you have to give it twice as or three times as what you think like. What would you how to frame this? I wanna put it in. We've started the business, okay? We have knowledge, we have the market gap, we know what we want to do. How do we kind of read the weather, the business kind of climate? So that, no, if I go on this direction, if I follow this path, then kaput, bankruptcy. But if I go this way, I will incur losses on the way, but eventually I will get where I want to be. How do you differentiate between those two? I would not say that don't start any business where you think there will be losses. Okay, that's what you have to be sure of what you are trying to do, because every person has a skill. Okay, you may be good in marketing, maybe somebody would be good in productions. So either you hire that person who is good at whatever he is good at, or you join hands as a partners and work together. Okay. As far as entrepreneurship goes, why is ethics so important? Because if the ethics are not there, like when you are dealing with your suppliers, your clients, you might work with the clients, you get the money, you run away with the money. Now, the world is very small today. He'll tell others. So you lose the track of businesses. Like he will introduce, if you do a good job for one person, that's the when I was doing repair work, the client who I used to work for, he looked for me another 2 clients. So it was a self-sustaining kind of a marketing. But if you don't serve that person well and you don't do the job as he is paid, then you just assume your future is not there, whether it's a country or whether it's a business. I like that. So either small or big, either way you have to be ethical. Ethical. Because even your suppliers, if they will give you a credit of 15 days. Now if you don't give them money on time, he'll not supply another one. So whatever you have sold already, you'll not continue able to do that. So in business, planning is very important.
That's why most of the business fails, because professional cannot run business. Business is not a professional job.
That's the most interesting thing I've heard.
Yeah, it's not a professional job.
Really?
Yeah, a business is something you have to own it. If you don't own it, you're not able to run that business. You have to see that this is mine, and I will, even I'm working there, this is mine, and I want to take this to a second level. And that he should be proud of what he's doing.
Wow. I like that, guys. Good things happen when you watch us on TV. 22162 is the text, and I start with YM254. Maybe as we wrap this up, I'd like to know maybe the myth behind why certain very big companies, because you know you're a big guy, so you kind of understand the workings, the inner workings of some of these things that kind of trickle down to the layman as a scandal. So we have Uchumi coming down, we have Nakumat almost empty. What's going on? Is it, are we lacking as a country? Are we trying to tell each other that we're broke if government sustains?
No, I don't think so. Is the
What's
kind
happening?
of it's kind of I think the staff themselves, they make most of the companies fall down.
How?
Because if you look at Uchumi, okay, so as I say, professional is not only about running a company. They're run by professionals. But okay, they used to be in my place. Okay, the expansion which they did was above what the incomes were. Okay, and then once things starts falling, you'll get problems with suppliers, and then also the people who are in procurement, management, they try to benefit for themselves. They get commissions so that they can sell the product which are not selling in the shelf, because they have been given commission. They'll bring into the shelf, which will not move. So end of the day, the company suffers, cash flow suffers. They will continue like that. Obviously, there is a two level of corruption in a company. There is one immediate, where there is a small level of staff, and there is at higher level. At higher level could be a big level where you say acquiring a branch which is not viable, but because of personal interest. I don't know whether it has happened or not, but that has, I would say, could contribute. Like they will be like, he's my friend, location is not good, but because I'm in boss in one of a big group organization, I just acquire those things which are not viable for that area business specifically. So this could have makes a lot of things to happen like that. And then also like say Mumias. I'm sure Mumias is a best business, like a monopoly. Okay, if I would be running, that would be a gold mine right now for me.
I like that.
But it's like because they produce themselves electricity, the supply of sugar cane is too much. It's not a problem. So there I would say there must be a scam which has made this company to go down, because it's just the one location which they are operating. But this is what I'm saying, because if you look at this, backed by government organization falling, which is shame for this country. And this is, I would say, is ethic.
I'd like to know if there's like a close or a direct tie between the government. I know there's a lot of red tape, and we learned that in school, business ed, but I feel like sometimes the news doesn't add up. So one day there's a whole political saga, then tomorrow sugar is up by a ridiculous amount, and then okay, few weeks later sugar is down, then political saga, then suddenly flour is 3 times as much as it's supposed to be. Is there a direct correlation, or is this coincidence?
I would say there are some direct correlations, because any product imported in Kenya, especially in a bulk, there's HGC inspection is done, pre-importations. Why do we work with that company when they do not able to inspect properly at original level? Yeah, because even myself personally had a lot of issues with the KRA. I bring the goods from India, I have all the inspected thing. They will say, oh, you have undervalued, which you have not done.
What?
And then they will hold your container there. As you're arguing, your damage is going on.
Oh no.
So you'll end up paying a lot of money. So this is like I would say the systems which are set in Kenya is good. when it comes to making laws. But when it comes to actual implementations, there is a barrier which has been put either, I don't know, for a personal interest. This is where ethic comes in. Because we have most of the things now has gone online. But you apply something, you try, if you don't follow it up, it will stay there and die. So what is the meaning of online?
It kind of defeats the purpose, yes.
Yeah. So, it helps, but it has to be automized. Like, personally, I would believe if it's online, they should actually confirm that they have received, and they'll tell you that in 7 days we'll reject or we'll respond. But it doesn't happen. You get my point? And they should try to minimize at the back office the service to the best to the level. Like in Australia, I have a company there.
Okay.
I did an online application of company registered. Third day, I have got document delivered to my house. I did not do anything.
It's legit?
Yeah,
like no one will come and
no,
say...
nothing. It just they will just put the document, necessary document for you to compliance, put it in a post, and your address, the documents have arrived. And I was shocked.
You were shocked.
That look, this, and that's how it should be. If the government is efficient, the cost of production goes down. Because if you look at in Kenya, look at the security cost we have. After having the police, after having a AP, after having all the agencies, we still have to hire askari. Why?
That's a good point. Wow.
Yeah, because askari is a cost. And which is not necessity cost. It's something like, I went to China, a 5-star hotel. There was only a receptionist there. So look at the operation cost of that hotel.
Wow.
And look at the operation cost of our hotel here. You
Bell
have
boys.
20 askaris there, guarding if there is no guest even.
Those are shots fired. Okay, as we wrap this up, I'd like to be very practical. So you are on a youth station. I'd like you to give maybe a word of encouragement, advice, a short one for someone who's thinking of taking that leap into business, who know that it's going to work out, but maybe they just need that extra push.
I would say if you want to do business, first prepare yourself in a manner that you have enough saving for you to sustain, or either your partner, your wife or your husband, who is doing independent business to run your house. And in business, don't try and remove money. Try and grow it to the level, then start removing money for yourself. Because generally people will start getting money. Oh, I was getting 15,000 as a salary. Now I can make 40,000. Let me take 30,000 out of it. So that will be limited to you for expansion, because business is where you reinvest and let it grow. Once it's grown, that's the time you start getting benefit for yourself. And that's how the business are run.
Very wise words. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. You have taught me many things. I'm glad. I hope you have learned something. Also, guys, at home, if you have, tell me what you learned. 22162, start with YM254. You can also find us on Facebook as Y254, or on what's this, Twitter at Y254 channel, and on YouTube, same handle at Y254 channel. So please don't go away. We have so much more for you on Y in the Morning.